Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Wildcat, a new documentary from Melissa Lesh and Trevor Frost, as they tell the story of a young British soldier who gets out of Afghanistan, is dealing with horrible depression and PTSD, who winds up going to the Amazon to try to help small ocelots grow and hopefully at some point be re-released into the wild. And what's so interesting about this film is where this goes, and when it really comes down to it, this is so much specifically about this young man. This documentary loses a lot of its focus on the greater mission of trying to protect these animals by diving so deep and uncomfortably deep into the horrible mental state that this young man is in. He's crying every other scene. He is lashing out physically. And it's a shame, and it's hard to watch at times and see him be cutting himself and having horrible thoughts and nobody really there to help him as he's isolated out here except with the young woman who he's paired with, who has this connection with him. We learn about her backstory of an extremely alcoholic, abusive father, and all of this emotional baggage is just like, oh my god, I was not expecting this for a movie about them trying to raise an ocelot. It's so hard to watch at times, and it's also so frustrating because in so many ways this young man does everything that he shouldn't and makes all the choices he shouldn't. And I never feel like this film really tackles the real issues that he was having, nor do they really focus on him getting real help. And he is latching on to this cat and basically projecting onto it these feelings and this safety net for himself. And the way that he interacts with this young woman that he's there with and has his connection with is hard to listen to, hard to watch. And it shows so much about like abusive relationships, about mental health issues. I just don't feel like it fully grasps them and really has a good handle on them. And what's crazy is this film towards the end just like kicks into, look at all these cats that we're saving, and it's just like, how about you focus this movie, this documentary, if that's what you want, on these actual cats, because that's not really what this film is about. It's about a young man scapegoating or leveraging this opportunity for his own selfish gains, which he needs. He needs something to happen, and never once has this film ever referenced that he seeks out like professional help at all. And throughout the film, their arguments and his lashing out becomes more and more violent and intense. This is a hard watch, and I don't think it really clicks on everything that it was hoping for. It's a bit messy in terms of what it is focusing on. So narratively, it's a bit all over the place. But when it really comes down to it, this film isn't about this big cat rescue, which they throw out all their information at the end, acting like this film was. It's really about the trauma and how to overcome that. And it sure has you feeling it. And I think that's a big piece to it, and why I think this still is worthwhile from an emotional standpoint. But those are my thoughts on Wildcat. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.